I was sent a video by Yasir Qadhi, and I will play a short clip and then comment on it. I will put a link to Yasir Qadhi's full video in the info box.
I've been asked this question. One of the biggest problems I have is, why are we so different from everybody else? How come I have so many restrictions and my friends get to do this and that? How come my parents tell me, no this and no that, and you can't do this and you can't do that? And everybody around me is doing everything. And I'm the odd one out in my class. I'm the only one in my school. I'm the only one in my group of peers. I'm the only one in my circle of friends that is not allowed to do this and do that, and I have these restrictions. Why is Islam so restrictive? Why do I have to be so different from everybody else? And that is a very good question, and it's also a very difficult question. And the answer will require a little bit of maturity on your parts, but you will understand it if you think about it. Listen, my dear brothers and sisters, Allah says in the Qur'an, وَمَا أَكْثَرُ النَّاسِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. The majority of mankind, they don't want to be guided. Allah says in the Qur'an, وَإِن تُطِعْ أَكْثَرَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ يُضِلُّوكَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. If you follow the majority of people, they're not going to guide you to the right path. Allah says in the Qur'an, the majority of people want to live like animals. إِنْهُمْ إِلَّا كَالْأَنْعَامِ. Allah says most of mankind don't want to have higher goals. They just want to live their lives in hedonism, in pleasures of the body. And our religion is a religion of nobility and purpose. We are not animals. We are more than animals. We have spirit, we have ruh, we have intellect.
Is saying non-Muslims live like animals an example of this seeking higher goals of conduct and morality? Muslims rightly complain that they are sometimes dehumanized. But isn't this quite literally dehumanizing non-Muslims? There are billions of non-Muslims all around the world who live good and virtuous lives. Just because they don't follow Islam doesn't mean they are like animals. Nor is it true that most of mankind don't seek higher goals than hedonism and pleasures of the body. Billions of people live by their own ethical or other religious standards and goals. Just because they don't follow your standards and goals doesn't mean they have none. In fact, it could be argued that those who practice good virtues for the sake of the virtues themselves, without seeking reward nor fearing punishment, are morally superior to those who require such motivation. Throughout the ages, there have been many attempts to theorize about what the higher objectives of man should be, proposed by philosophers and spiritual leaders from ancient times to the present day. 1,300 years before Muhammad, Buddha was teaching that the source of human suffering is desire. He understood that although pursuing desires and pleasures of the flesh may bring temporary joy, it can never result in long-term fulfillment. Instead, he taught that the ultimate goal should be to transcend such desires and pleasures of the body, so as to reach a deeper enlightenment and long-lasting contentment. However, perhaps the greatest irony of what Yasir Qadhi says is that the ultimate objective of Islam is the achievement of paradise, which is nothing if not hedonism and pleasures of the body. Beautiful, full-breasted virgins, luxurious mansions, gold and silver jewelry, fine silk garments, embroidered couches to recline on, while being served by handsome youths with all the food, drink, and whatever they desire. I agree 100% with Yasir Qadhi that man should aspire to have higher goals than just hedonism and pleasures of the body. However, if one is merely restricting oneself from such things so that one can enjoy them in an eternal afterlife, then that is not genuine belief in such higher goals. It's simply restraining yourself for a while so you can have them for longer, later. In fact, it's worse than those people who chase after a life of hedonism and pleasures of the body. While I don't approve of such a lifestyle, at least they're being honest about it.